Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend a little time with us today. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into what it looks like when we process our hogs. Now, for those of you that may not know, we process our hogs every winter. We do it ourselves as a community. Our community gets together and we help each other with our pigs. It's a lot of hard work, not only during the actual process, but packaging the meat, making all the things. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. Out of respect for my neighbors and my family that help through all of this, I was only able to get just a few clips, but I'm going to be explaining to you as the video goes on exactly what you're watching, exactly how we do it. And our community here has been processing hogs together for at least 100 years. Although equipment has upgraded since way back in the day, you'll see us using tractors. We have a large sausage grinder. We still, the sense of community and all of us working together, teamwork here as a community, it still shines through. The video may be difficult for some folks to watch, and I totally understand that, but just understand that this is our way of life. This is the way of our ancestors, dying tradition that we try to keep up and provide food for our family. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this video.
The vat's lit. Now we get a fire built inside the building. We'll sit here and wait for everything to get hot. The vat's what we use to scald the hogs in. We typically let it get up to about 155 degrees to scald them. That temperature can vary between people. I've heard people do it as low as 148. I've seen people do it as high as 160. We found, according to our thermometer, that 155 works the best. Well, between 153 and 155. That typically works the best for us. But yet, right now it's about 5:30 in the morning. It'll be about daylight, which is right around 7 o'clock, when we go get our first hog. And by then, that water will be plenty warm enough. As a matter of fact, we may have to cool it off just a little bit, but it'll be ready. And now we just sit around and wait till then. Let me show y'all what Megan had us fix for breakfast here. We got bacon and ham biscuits there. Of course, it's homemade. Sitting over here by the wood stove, keeping them warm. I got one I'm eating right now. Just about time to go. Well, I just picked Maggie up. Jacob went and got Daddy's tractor, letting it warm up. Fire's still going over there under the vat. Right now it's about 6:30, I think. So not gonna be much longer. The water is getting close to being right, and ain't much longer. We're gonna be able to see what we're doing out here.
After the pig is dispatched, we then put them into the scalding vat. What this does is it makes the hair let go, and we're able to scrape all that hair off. We don't skin our hogs, we leave the skin in place because of the way we cure our meats. Now the hog is being scraped And you can see there how easily that hair is coming off. There's always a lot of good conversation that happens around the scalding vat. A lot of old tales told, maybe a few fibs told here and there. So now they're going to put the pig out on the platform and continue to scrape. The hog will be scraped until it is completely clean.
Up here in the driveway, I had a dog one time I didn't like. And I was bound determined I was going to hit that dog when I was on my bicycle. I come down the driveway flying.
Now it's time to gut the hog. From the time of dispatch to this point right here, it may be 30 minutes, if even that long. It's a pretty quick turnaround. You can see here, I'm using a sawzall to get through that breastbone. Then we're going to turn around and go down the back. This pig's going to be split in half. You have to be very gentle doing this process right here so as not to bust any of the guts. Once you bust one, you won't ever forget that smell. Then we're cutting down each side of the backbone, getting the inside all washed out. And just like that, the pig is all but in half. Slowly pull the backbone out. That's a fine eating right there, so don't you throw that away. Now once the pig's cut in half, it's headed inside to be pieced out, cut up for sausage, make the hams, Boston butts, leaf fat, ribs, tenderloins, all that good stuff. Now what you see here is pulling out the leaf fat. This is what y'all have seen me make my lard out of time and time again. The next step is cutting what we call the sweet roll out. There's many different names for this little cut of meat, but that right there is about the best part of the pig. The next part is getting the ribs out. You feel for the end of them down next to the shoulder, then you just slowly start working them out. The next step is getting out the tenderloin. There's also different names for this cut of meat, but that's just what we call it. It's best to work it loose with your hand first before you ever touch it with a knife. Then it'll just roll on out of there. Now the hog will be parted out. Here we're cutting the ham away from what we call the middling meat. Now at the bottom of this right here is what we make our bacon out of. And the rest will make some real good fatback. And now we'll cut the shoulder away from the middling. After the pig is parted out, we then bring our meat to the meat house and we salt down our country hams, our bacon, our middling meat, and our hog jaws. The scrap parts are cut up for sausage and we let those chill while we're salting the meat. Now it's time to get our sausage ground. We have a pretty large grinder, which makes this process much faster than it used to be. It's always important to try to get your fat to lean ratio just right for sausage. And then we package it in freezer bags, and it's ready for the freezer. Boy, it's some good stuff, y'all. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. There was a lot of work that was not totally shown in today's video. For example, cutting up scrap meat for sausage and things like that. And like I said at the beginning, out of respect for the folks that are there helping us and our community members and our family members, you know, there was a lot that I couldn't show. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you might have learned a little something. And anyways, guys, till we see y'all on the next one, y'all have a good one.